Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Prime Minister, the CSIRO estimates that every $1 spent on disaster preparation saves up to $11 on disaster recovery costs, yet less than 13% of the National Emergency Management Agency's budget is spent on preparation and resilience. Disasters are now costing $38 billion per year to Australians. Will you take this opportunity to re-evaluate funding priorities and ensure greater investment in resilience?
The call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the member for her question, and I'll ask the Minister, McBain, to add to my comments. But we are certainly very conscious about the cost of climate change. It is real. It is real, and in recent months I, of course, have been to regional South Australia visiting drought. I have been to the mid-north coast where there have been floods.
Order. The member for Moncrieff.
And I've been to South Australia as well, Kangaroo Island, just last week, seeing firsthand the impact of climate change. There is no question that whilst you can't say every single weather event in Australia is because of climate change, what you can say is that the science told us that there would be more events and they would be more intense. And that is what we are seeing playing out. Now, with the range of funds, including the announcement that I made last week, was about changes to the RIC program being made available so that the issue of resilience and investment can be made through that program for issues which are unprecedented, of course. In South Australia at the moment, what you have is a combination of events. You have the floodwaters flowing down through the Murray-Darling Basin, impacting with sediments being washed out and nutrients into the water there. But the thing that's really having an impact is that the water is about 2 degrees higher than it normally would be at this time of the year. That is having an impact on the environment, which is having an impact, therefore, on our economy. So I think the member is quite right to point towards investing up front. That's something my government is looking at in a range of areas as well as providing for local infrastructure programs that the minister might want to talk about as well.
Call to the Minister for Emergency. Order. The member for Moncrieff. I'm trying to call the Minister for Emergency Management. Local government.
Minister, and it's because of this Prime Minister that there is actually investment in disaster response and readiness. We've created the Disaster Response Fund, a $1 billion fund over 5 years, with projects already being rolled out in rounds 1, 2 and 3 just announced. Big projects like levees, as well as small projects like lifting up the capability of culverts to 2-lane concrete bridges. But not only is it important to invest in hard infrastructure, the soft infrastructure is incredibly important, investing in preparedness programs in local communities across the country, just like communities in Lismore that I visited last week, or southwest Queensland, which I visited the week before, working with those local councils on priority projects in disaster readiness.